What's going on, everybody? I know you've seen this knife. It has become quite popular on Instagram, social media, YouTube. It's the Benchmade Mini Adamas, and they also make a full size, but I prefer the mini size. All right, so I'm not gonna do a huge review, I guess you could say, because there's tons of better reviews out there. Just thought I would give some opinions, my thoughts on it, and where it fits in my collection. So most of my knives were purchased online, sight unseen. That's just kind of the way it is when you don't live by a knife store. So this one's kind of unique in that I went to Kentucky a while back and visited a local knife store. They actually had this in stock, and I asked to take a look at it. The only reason I had really thought about this knife was because I follow Peter McKinnon's Pete's Pirate Life stuff, and he went through a phase where he carried this knife, really liked it, so kind of became a knife on my radar, but not a knife that I was actually interested in buying. I just knew about it. Well, when I saw it in the display, I said, hey, can I take a look at that? And they gave it to me, and I got it in hand, and it was kind of one of those like love at first sight kind of things. Not that you can really love a knife, but that kind of concept with this. The action is just amazingly smooth on the phosphor bronze washers. The axis lock, of course, is Benchmade, so it's just super fun to fidget with, easily done one-handed. And this little material, FRN, I don't know what it is, sorry, you can look it up, but it just feels different. It doesn't feel like G10 plastic. I don't know, it just feels really good in hand. And of course, it's got the steel liners in there. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. I mean, honestly, I was like, I gotta have that. Like, I wasn't in the market for this, but it feels so good in my hand. And again, I have smaller hands, so the mini fits me perfectly. The full size would be too big for me, but if you have larger hands, then the full size probably fit better. So yeah, I picked it up, I brought it home. This now kind of fills the gap in my collection as my large, heavy-duty folder. It's probably the heaviest duty knife I've got right now. Things have kind of shifted around since my last update, so it kind of fits that role for me, and it just feels really good, guys. Great steel, the crew wear. I carry this to work. I don't obviously have to use my knives much in my line of work, but I still like to carry them, and I still like to have one available and ready. And this guy, I just feel very capable with this knife. It does carry very well, however. Even though it is a larger knife, it carries fine. I don't have any issues. It's deep carry. So you just kind of see this flat part in your pocket, and you know, it's not bad. I mean, you know, it's no bug out, but it's definitely not an issue to carry this. I don't have any problems. It's not too big, not too bulky, it's not too heavy. It's got a great size for me. So, you know, overall, I really recommend this guy if you're looking for a heavy folder. Something that feels like you can pretty much do anything you need to do with it. And of course, it's Benchmade. That also brings up my single complaint with the knife. Yeah, I would say the only thing I'm actually would complain about, and it's not a complaint yet, but a fear. And I don't know how much of this is an unnecessary fear with Benchmade, or if this is something that's definitely a concern, but it's the axis lock. As much as I love the axis lock, and as much fun as it is, as solid as it is, you know, it locks up, and it just kind of locks in there. It's nice and secure. It's a great light. It's a great lock. However, those two little springs, as I've mentioned before, have been known to break. And when they break, in essence, your knife is broken. So you can replace them. It's not a big deal. However, you know, I look at my knives that I'm carrying and it's like, if I get into a situation where this is all I've got and I need a knife for an extended period of time, I don't know, some made up fictitious situations, that's the one thing about Benchmade that causes me to pause, is as tough as nails as this feels and seems, as great of a knife as this is, it does have that potential weak spot, and being those little springs. I know some people who, personally, who have had them break, so I know I'm not making that up. It is a concern. So that's my general take with any Benchmade. That's going to be my one gripe with anything made by Benchmade. No matter how good the knife is, that's just going to be something that I bring up. It's nice and thick. It's very strong, even out to the tip here. So there's nothing about this knife that screams weak or inadequate. I really enjoy carrying this. I love the action. You can do it one-handed. It's just super fun to fidget with. Again, these phosphor bronze in here are perfect. It just glides open, buttery smooth. There's no need for this to be on any kind of bearings. Phosphor bronze are my favorite. But, so yeah, they did this right. If you're looking for a full-size, well, full-size or mini full-size, depending on your take and glove size, then I highly recommend this. I think you need to check it out. I think you get it in hand, you'll be amazed at how much you like it. And I think it's a very capable EDC blade. Not too big, not too small, quite comfortable, well made, high quality, and it falls under that $250 range where, you know, above $250 and you're starting to pay for things that aren't going to be that aren't going to justify the price to some degree. I need to do a video on that. I think I have done something similar, but anyway, so it falls under that $250 range where you're getting good value for your money. And yeah, I highly recommend it, guys. So check out all the other YouTube videos. Go pick one up in the stores. If you can't, trust me, it feels great. It just fits good, well made, very fun to open and close because obviously it's Benchmade, and deep carry clip. So, all right, guys, thank you. As always, nice short video. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.